Hi, if you are an Avon representative and you have no idea how to create an invoice for your customer, oh, today is your lucky day because that is what I am training on today, how to create an invoice for your customers. Hi, my name is Angeline Fletcher. Welcome. I am a proud Avon representative, and I will be your trainer today for you to understand how to create an invoice for your customer using our Avon back office, avon.com. Our system is actually pretty user-friendly, to be honest. It has evolved over time. It was a little crazy when it just started, but it is so much better now. And so to best serve you, I am going to be sharing my screen. So I will become small and my screen will be more visible to you. This is the Avon, Avon.com website. This is our back office. This is where we do business with Avon. Our customers do not have access to this part of the system the way we do. This is where we run our from where we run our business with Avon. I am already signed in. As you can see, it says, hi, Angeline. And if you, this is a good way for you to know if you are logged in. If you see hi, whatever your name is, and then you see in the middle, my store, it means that you are logged into your back office. And that is a good thing because that's where we want to be able to create our invoice. Now, creating your invoice starts with your placing your order, actually. It starts there because when you have placed your order, if you place each order under each customer, it makes creating the invoice much easier. So let me just quickly show you. We would go shop by product. You would go select a customer, and you would select the customer, put the product number in, add it, and the order is created for the customer. So you have done that, the order is created, and the order was sent to Avon. Avon has now shipped the order to you so that you can now deliver it to your customer. These are your face-to-face customers that you have given your book to, or they may have gone on the website, but then they call you and say, hey, Angeline, this is what I would like you to order for me. And so you are the one that have placed the order for them. Now you are going to be delivering their order. And as we are business people, we want to present an invoice with the items, the products that we are delivering to our customers. And so this is now, so we have submitted the order has come, and where we want to deliver it with an invoice to the customer. So we go to manage business. I am using a computer, and so this is the way it looks on the computer. If you're using your phone, you would go to the menu, which is normally on the left side of your screen, and you would go to manage business, and then you would open up web office, manage business, then web office. So it looks a little different using your phone, of course, but the order is the same. So you go manage business, web office. Then under web office, you will see a number of things. This is where you see address book. So this is where you would have come to create an address book. Then you see customer invoicing, and that is where we want to ultimately go. But before we go, we have a little setup to do, so that this is a one setup and one undone setup. So you would go to invoice personalization. We're going to do a quick setup before. So this is where we will personalize the invoice so that when the customer gets it, the same information is on Jane's invoice, the same information is on Simone's invoice, the same information is on Amy's invoice, and so on. But this is a one and done setting that you do. Okay, so you decide what you want to put on it. It's optional for you to put a phone, well, you must put a phone number on it. The address is optional. I would suggest you don't put your address. So this is your information. And you can put the city and state. So you see under customer invoice settings, directly under it, it says my contact information. Okay, so that is done. Okay, then you go customize invoice. Now this is what the customer will see, how you create, how you set up for the customer. Now a service charge. Avon as a default 75 cents service charge. However, Avon does not dictate to us how much. Well, let me not put it that way. Avon allows us the freedom to charge. I mean, we're not going to be crazy, of course, to charge customers a service charge to our customers. It would depend how, what would happen, what would cause it to be different would be, if you have to travel a great distance to them, if they're extremely heavy items, and so on. Those things will, make a difference. So I charge $1.50. Some people charge $2, some people charge $3. I've never seen anybody go above $3 for a service charge, but that is where you would put it here. Once you put it there, it is set. If you choose to, excuse me, you can, reduce it if you wish. Or you may have a customer that you're like, okay, I'm not going to charge you service charge. You can come in and you can change it here, or you can change it on their particular invoice. This is where you would put also the sales tax. I'm in New Jersey, and so our sales tax is 7%. So I put 7% there. And campaign product, yes. Display multiple phone numbers. No, you don't need to do that. This is like for the customer. And then you can personalize a message that you would want to go on the invoice for the customer. And that's it. Settings is done. Customer invoice settings is done. And so I'm not saving anything. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to be coming back, manage business again, and customer invoicing. That is where we want to be to get our customer invoices. Now, I haven't placed orders. You remember when we were adding the orders? This is where now they would show up, because now you have placed the orders under the particular customer's names. And then now this is where you would create the invoices for the customer. As a matter of fact, you don't even create it. The system creates it. Because, for example, this customer's order is done. I don't need to do anything to it. I click on the invoice ID number that is already pink, and you would see the same thing on your phone. You click on it, it shows you. So this is the invoice now as created by the system. Her name is there with her phone number, my name, my website, my city, my phone number, my email, everything is there. The invoice, all of these details are there as created. The items that she ordered, the sales tax, the service charge, everything is there as was created. And that is that. Because we put the items under her name when we were placing the order, it is already there. And because we customized the invoice under setting, customization, all of the information is saved there. Now, if I had an invoice for, say, for example, this same customer, the items that she ordered, something, I want to change something on the particular invoice. So I would click into that box that is above her name. So if you're on your phone, you'd see the same thing. There's a little white box above her name. You would click on it. It becomes pink with a check. You would scroll to the bottom, the same thing on your phone, and you go edit invoice. Click on edit invoice, and this is where you can make any change. If I decide that I don't want to charge her a service charge, I can remove it from here. If there's an item that she ordered and she no longer wants it, I have to return it, I can delete it from here. If she wanted an item that Avon was out of stock with Avon, but I had it, I can add that item by going to add product and add it to this invoice. So that is where we can make changes to the invoice. Now, if we have a customer so say, for example, you have an haiku at home and the customer wants to order the haiku. You already placed your order and it's just one haiku, and you want to give the customer from, call it your stock, but you still want to create an invoice for the customer, you would still come here and go to the bottom where it says create new invoice. You go create new invoice. It's still populated with service charge and tax rate. You go select a customer, and here, this is where you would add the customer, and then you add the products to here, and the same thing will happen. You would create the invoice for the customer. And so let me make sure I did everything under this. This is how you would create your invoice for your customer. Again, it's easier when you place the item under the order under each respective customer. It makes it so much easier for you to create the invoice for the customer. So that is it, my friends. That is it in terms of creating an invoice for your customer. And that, as we see, we didn't even create it. The system created it for us, because we placed the order under the customer's name, and then we customized the invoice, what we want to be on the invoice under setting. We put on it that we want the phone number, that we want the campaign, that we want, whatever we want under there, and it shows up on the invoice, and then we can give it to the customer. Now, if you do not have access, good, I'm glad I remember that. If you do not have access to a printer, for example, what some of my team members do is take a snapshot of the invoice, and then you can text it to the customer so that they can see exactly what it is, or you can email it to the customer so that they can have it as well. And so those are ways that you can, you can get it to the customer. You do have some people that you can just tell, what the total is, and that is fine with them. But we want to do things in such a way that we have a paper trail, right? So there you go, guys. There you go. Thank you so much for tuning into this one again, where we create and learn to create an invoice for a customer. If you're not yet an Avon representative, I would love to be of service to you. My name is Angeline, and I am a national recruiter with Avon, and I would love to be of service to you. My team members, thank you so much. I hope you've found value in this. If you are an Avon representative from another team and you found value in this, please share it. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you would do so. God bless you. One love.